What's going on out there in YouTube land? Your boy Pace is back on the Pace Daily Show, where we feed off my thoughts. Today I want to talk about how people stand in long lines for long periods of time for Michael Jordan tennis shoes. It's ridiculous to me. This topic was inspired by a friend of mine who a year ago called me up and said, Pace, I need you to do me a favor. Since he was my boy, I said, what's up? Because he's done plenty of things for me. And he was like, yeah, Pace, the new retros coming out and I'm going to need you. I'm like, well, how much they cost? About $350. I'm like, okay. I was actually laughing in real time when he was telling me this. I was like, okay. He was like, it was cold outside, snowing. I was like, okay. He was like, I'm going to pay you some money, dog. I'll give you $20. You know what I'm saying? You stand in line. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we're going to stay in line for these shoes. Now, it's real deal. He had a schedule. We're going to get up around like 6:30. You know what I'm saying? We're going to drive up there. We're going to stand in line. We're going to get these shoes. You know what I'm saying? We're going to alternate positions because it's cold outside. You go start the car up, turn the heat on, you get warm, and everything. I'm like, bro, all this for some tennis shoes? Like, yeah, man, because people be out, man. So by the time we get there, we map out the strategy and plan for what we're going to do to try to get these tennis shoes. It's about 40 bodies, 30 bodies outside. It was some tents out there. People were in blankets. People were cuddled up. People were cuddled up with people they didn't even know. Relationships were created out of this. I'm like, what is going on? It was like a circus for some tennis shoes. Then hundreds of people started lining up from the corner around the corner to the back. We stood outside for approximately 3 hours, YouTube. 3 hours for some tennis shoes. Okay? We stand out there for 3 hours. We finally get inside the mall. Then people are running to the Foot Lockers and running to all the shoe stores or stores that sell the Jordans to get in line to get a quick place so they can get a shoe. Then we had to stand in line for another hour and a half to get into the initial store to get the shoe. So by the time me and my boy finally get up there, one of the clerks come out and say, we're all sold out. What? How are you all sold out? I've been standing in line for 4 to 5 hours for these shoes and you sold out? It makes no sense. People be killing, destroying, doing all types of things for tennis shoes. It is a tennis shoe, YouTuber land. Are you hearing me? It's a tennis shoe. It's not a big deal. But you got people having campfires, drinking hot cocoa, sharing blankets with strangers, all over a tennis shoe. Putting your life in jeopardy for people you don't know over a tennis shoe. It is not serious. But you people seem to think that these Michael Jordan shoes are worth risking life and limb, standing outside for long periods of time, for people you don't know, conversating, shooting the breeze. Why? Why do you think it's that important? For a pair of tennis shoes that cost $350 that was made in China, and all Michael Jordan did was put his name on it. And you standing in line getting ready to fight somebody. Then my boy Chuck said, yo, if we get the shoes, this is before all this stuff. He said, if we get the shoes, we got to make it to the parking lot. Because if we get to the parking lot, man, you got to cover my back because they be jumping people. What? Now my life is in jeopardy. Somebody going to jump me for some tennis shoes? So I got to make it to the car, to the parking lot with the shoes in my hand and worry about somebody knifing me up for some shoes? Black America, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. It's Black America that's doing this. Black America, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. It is not a big deal, man. It's not. I love Michael Jordan. He can slam basketballs, alley-oop, he can do it all, but he don't pay your bills. And yet you dying and putting your life at risk for a pair of retro tennis shoes that are going to expire in a couple weeks, because all Michael Jordan going to do is come out with some new ones, and you going to stand in line again, fighting and killing. It's not a big deal. It's a tennis shoe. Now, you may like nice things. That's fine. You can like nice things. I have no problem with people liking nice things. Like them. Enjoy them. But do not worship them. Because it ain't worth it. It's a tennis shoe. You still don't get it, do you? You still don't get it. It's a tennis shoe. This has been your boy Pace Deli on the Pace Daily Show, where we feed off my thoughts. I'm out.